Have you ever heard whispers in the dead of the night? This is a tale of a house where whispers never cease. Nestled in the heart of a forgotten town, a house stands tall, shrouded in a dark history. Its walls, weathered and worn, echo with the chilling sighs of the unseen. This is no ordinary abode. It's a dwelling steeped in mystery and dread, with a reputation that sends a shiver down the spines of even the most stoic townsfolk. They call it the House of Whispers. Its every creak, its every groan, tells a story of the uncanny, of voices that speak when no one should be speaking. From the elderly couple who first built it, to the string of unfortunate tenants who've since called it home, this house has been a theater of the inexplicable. Its rooms resonate with the hushed tones of the past, a symphony of whispers that fill the silence. But the whispers were just the beginning. The house was never empty. Invisible tenants claimed its every corner. The air tingled with an unseen presence, an otherworldly aura that seemed to touch every inch of the home. From the creaking wooden floors to the shivering chandeliers, the house was alive with the murmurings of its spectral occupants. Objects moved of their own accord, defying the laws of nature. A teacup would slide across a table, a book would tumble from a shelf, all under the watchful gaze of unseen eyes. Doors would slam in vacant rooms, the echo reverberating through the silent corridors. The lights flickered, casting ghostly shadows that danced upon the walls, a macabre ballet of fear and anticipation. The human inhabitants could only watch, their hearts pounding in their chests, their breaths held in terror. The familiar had become unfamiliar, the home a stranger. They were mere guests in their own house, their unease growing with each passing day, but the true horror was yet to come. One night the whispers grew louder, the shadows darker. As the moon took its place in the night sky, the house began to stir as if waking from a deep slumber. The whispers that usually lurked in the corners of the rooms grew more distinct, forming a cacophony of hushed voices that seemed to echo from every wall. The shadows, once merely the absence of light, now took on a life of their own, stretching and contorting into sinister shapes. The family huddled together, their faces pale, their hearts pounding. Fear clung to them like a second skin, the icy fingers of dread creeping up their spines. The house, once their sanctuary, had become a theater of the macabre, the unseen forces seemingly reveling in their terror. The grandfather clock in the hallway struck midnight, its chimes echoing through the house like a mournful dirge. Suddenly the whispers ceased, replaced by an oppressive silence that hung in the air like a shroud. The family held their breath, their eyes wide with terror. Then, without warning, the temperature dropped, a bone-chilling cold that seemed to seep into their very souls. Objects began to levitate, defying the laws of gravity as if manipulated by unseen hands. Doors slammed shut, their bangs resounding like cannon fire. The lights flickered, casting the house into an eerie twilight. The family clung to each other, their terror mounting with each passing moment. A child's laughter echoed through the house, a sound that should have been filled with joy, but instead it was a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that made the house their playground. The family could only watch, helpless, as their home was transformed into a realm of the supernatural. As the first light of dawn pierced the darkness, the house slowly returned to normal. The temperature rose, the objects fell, and the doors swung open. The whispers and laughter faded, the shadows retreated, and an uneasy silence fell over the house. By dawn, the house stood silent, but it was a silence that screamed of unspeakable horrors. The House of Whispers, it seems, will never fall silent. The story we've unfolded today is not a mere tale of terror, but a haunting echo of the experiences faced by those who've dared to cross its threshold. This dwelling of dread remains an enigma, its secrets sealed within its hallowed halls and its whispers echoing through the desolate night. Despite the chilling tales, the curious and the brave continue to venture near. Some return with stories of shadowy apparitions, of disembodied voices, of an overwhelming sense of dread that clings to them long after they've left. Others, they simply vanish, swallowed by the gaping maw of the mystery that the House of Whispers embodies. This house of horror, it seems, is a living, breathing entity, its existence intertwined with the fear and fascination of those who dare to approach it. So next time you hear a whisper in the night, remember the house where the whispers never cease.